Hello everyone, how's it going? I'm just doing a quick review on my Pathfinder Soul Design um, decals or pannier covers. So I've had these about, let's say, the top box I've had about a year, and the panniers I got together shortly afterwards, so they're about 9 months or so. So I'll just turn the light on, I can see it a little bit better. Okay, yeah, so the company is Pathfinder Soul Design. I think he's based out of Greece. Top quality stuff, honestly. Really changes the view of the bike. So I got the 2014 GSA in the olive green, and you know, there's only one color I could go with those panniers. I was gonna go black, but I thought the camo would be something different. Being a Harley man, I like to make my bikes unique, so I went with this one. It's kind of a Swedish digital camo, I think. So I'll just start from the sides and work around. So you have your, excuse the sun there, you have your GS logo on, I think, all visible sides of this. So you have your OR 1200 GS Adventure and your GS logo at the back. They do go underneath as well, but they do not cover the inside, which obviously doesn't make sense for them to do that. They're going to be taking the brunt of putting them on and off, so you don't really want them there. I kind of like the offset of it as well, that it's aluminium. They are pre-cut out, so there, if you can see here, there's a little line there that's kind of, the little flaps fall down and you have to put it on. They line up pretty good. Forget this for that sun, so you've the odd little gap here or there, but they, for what it is, doesn't bother me personally. Might bother other people, but I don't think you're ever going to get them perfect. They are, like, standing this far back, you wouldn't see that. You'd have to be really looking at it. Okay. Yeah, so they're pre-cut out. You get a section, I think this section comes all in one piece around to the side. You get a bottom section which kind of covers the little angular lips here, and you get a top section which is the same, which goes over these. You do have little sections here for the rivet holes. They're all pre-cut as well. Some of them align better than others, as you can see. But I'm pretty happy with the fit and finish for what it is. Yeah, originally I did get the top box. So the top box is a slightly different colour, so there's a little bit more brown in this. It's got the GS, same pattern obviously. Slightly different colour, but the guy at Pathfinder Soul Designs sent me out a replacement when I told him this, so, because I bought the panniers a later day and I told him slightly off. I did say it didn't bother me, but he was sent it out free of charge, so fair play, brilliant customer service. He has actually been in touch quite a lot and asked me how I'm getting on with them and this, that and the other, so I promised him I'd do a review for the YouTube channel. I did pay for them out of my own money. I'll show you that other pannier now in a second. I just want to discuss this rear pillion pad that you have. We did have to cut this ourselves because the section for the back here didn't actually, I'm sorry, you can't see that with the sun. The section at the back here didn't have the cutout, because this is an optional extra with BMW and some people just don't have it. So it wasn't too difficult though. Literally just mark it off and cut it. I could have done a better job myself, but look, it was a late night project I think, and I was too tired to put more effort into it. Doesn't bother me. I haven't actually changed this colour for the replacement one, but I've taken it out of the packaging and it is an identical match to the panniers. See the brown there in the sunlight a little bit better, but yeah, the replacement was identical, so I was happy enough. I'm not going to change this unless I was to damage it, I don't think. It doesn't bother me. Some people would change it, but at least you know customer service is there and they'll replace it if the colours don't match up. My tip to you would be to buy the two of them together so they're in the same batch, but I didn't do that because they are not that cheap. So yeah, this is just another go of these ones. Just show you underneath real quick. So they're completely covered. GS logos on them, nice orange accents, so it matches the orange on the paint scheme for the bike. Obviously this being the bigger pannier, this was actually handier to do, had less angles than the cutout section here. Yeah, so that's where it kind of ends. The back is not done, but as I said, with all the muck and shit and the putting it on and off, you don't really want that done. Some of these didn't line up perfectly, but it doesn't really bother me. I did get little circular tabs, which cover over these, so I just haven't put them on yet. I kind of like the rivet look. I think it looks different. Yeah, so working out the price, I can't remember off the top of my head. I think the pannier itself is about about 90. Now I could be completely wrong on these. I'll put links below to the website. I could be very wrong with this. I'm just remembering this was a long time ago. A year ago I bought the pannier, so I think it was about 90, and I think the top box and the panniers themselves, they come separately, and they were close to 300 quid, I think. 2 something. Absolutely worth it in my eyes. I think if you have a premium bike, you need to put a premium wrap on them. There's no point getting these cheap shitty ones that don't go with the bike. No, so overall I'm happy out, bar the slight alignment issues, which I honestly don't think could be done much better. They're nearly perfect. It's just I think it's just the look at the draw. All these pannier boxes are manufactured, they can't all be identical, so with the error in the boxes themselves and the error in the alignment, they're not going to be 100%, but they're absolutely spot on for what I wanted them. Yeah, so the company itself, Pathfinder Design, I think he is based in, I want to say Greece. Excuse my mistake if it's not Greece. I think it's Greece. Yeah, good sound guy. I'm actually in contact with him. Facebook, seems a really genuine guy, and he's passion for his work. So he's eager to see that you've enjoyed it. So perfect customer service. I couldn't fault him there, especially with replacing the top box. Again, I haven't swapped it over and probably won't, but good to know. You have the options there. I think it looks spectacular on the bike. It really sets it apart. There are other options, obviously, for in the rally colours, and other camo options and black options and Union Jacks and all sorts of anything you can think of. Really, there's something to suit your taste and that suit all the colour schemes that these GSs come in. And as far as I can remember, there's other models of GS, not just the 1200 GSA. They obviously have ones for the panniers for the 1250, and I think the 850 or whatever the smaller one is. They have them as well. So can't fault them. They've a good stock of stuff there. The only thing I'd love to change is if I could get something similar. Put it in this section here. I've seen other companies do it, but let's see. I might get on to him and see if he's interested or can do that sort of thing. As I said, I'm in contact with him, so happy out. I have to say now, for the price I paid, I was a bit skeptical. I was worried dropping that amount of money on them, but very happy with them. You kind of need to know what you're doing when you're putting them on, though. They are easy enough, but I don't have patience. So I had a friend, Andy, come over, and he basically has an eye for detail, and he was able to really work them on. He's from the racing scene, so he used to put decals on bikes all the time. So just buy a little squeegee set off Amazon. I think they're about £5, and with a small and a big one, and you can get in the little areas. Little spray bottle full of soapy water, and lightly put it on underneath the sticker before you put it on, and it's good to go. There's videos all over the internet to do these. Other companies do it as well. They have tutorial videos on how to put on decals properly. Now I have to say, Andy's workmanship is top notch as well. There's no air bubbles, and it just takes a little bit of time of working the water out from the edges, out all the little gaps, and it's easy to do once you have the soapy water. Don't go crazy with it though, because it'll take a long time for it to dry. You'll be there for hours. Yeah. Also, we did have a hairdryer with us at the time, just to get the odd little stretch on things. So little areas like this or over here, stretching them into little gaps like down here, to get them perfect. Where you get it perfect in one corner, be slightly out the other, but you can't get it 100% all the time. So we had a little bit of heat to sort of help with that, but you don't need heat with these. You don't, like a tiny bit from a hairdryer. A heat gun will be too much nearly. Don't go crazy with the heat guns, because you will wreck them. They'll lose their stick, and it'll stretch the digital image itself. You know, it's angular and all, so it'll look odd if you were to stretch these straight lines, or obscured or wobbly, you know what I mean? Turned out well, yeah, really happy. I think the website is pathfindersoul.com. I'll leave the link below anyway, could be wrong there. Or Pathfinder Design maybe .com. I'd highly recommend them though. Really top quality wrap, good materials, good cutout and sort of design on them, and plenty of options. And as I said, the thing that blew me away most was the customer service. I'd highly recommend them though. Really top quality wrap, good materials, good cutout and sort of design on them, and plenty of options. And as I said, the thing that blew me away most was the customer service. Top notch. Alright guys, I'm going to leave it at that. So just like and subscribe if you found this helpful.